And it's go time, baby!
Live from the heart of Texas, John streaming video games.
Live from the heart of Texas, an unemployed white guy with opinions about nerd stuff.
Oh man, that makes me the token minority. I'm not equipped for this sort of thing.
You are much more than a token minority, my friend.
Oh, I mean, like you're getting bonus points. I'm like, I'm gay and brown.
Tom is feeling under the weather today, so Felipe is going to be my co-pilot. I gotta get this out of the way. Boop. All right, we got the chat, we got this going, and we continue on in The Witcher. This is my 10th stream of The Witcher. Number 10.
Fantasy Poland continues.
Yeah, Fantasy Poland Monday. Kicking off strong, still going. I'm having a blast with it. Everybody that told me, "Hey, you really need to play this game," they were spot on. Of course, I have to every time I switch between games, I have to refamiliarize myself with the controls.
Well, I mean, you're no longer smacking fat asses and dodging giant boobies.
It's true. It's true. I am although I am still doing that on my a sec. We're in midnight. Where this is. Yeah. I am still playing Resident Evil 8 on my off time, just because now, like, I've unlocked all of the stuff that makes it super duper easy. Like, I'm rolling around with, like, a Magnum with unlimited ammo and, an infinite grenade launcher, and it's just clown shoes. I am... It's silly how much fun it is. Yeah, 10 out of 10 game. Totally recommend. Scariest moment in my gaming life. Oh, a manuscript. The Velen Act. The scariest gaming moment in my life. Fantastic story. Infinitely replayable. It's a lot of fun.
I'm getting mileage out of the memes. The memes make it worthwhile for me.
It's good. It's good.
Lady Dimitrescu has definitely caught the zeitgeist wave.
He's just Lordy.
It's a whole lot of woman.
Lordy. I mean, I do understand, like, there's some people that are complaining, like, oh, she only she's only there for, for like one part of the game. Yeah. Yeah. And frankly, I would kind of like to bear fat. Gotta go kill. I can make my fade. I do I do see. I don't think that like the RE staff really planned for her to be the
no,
the big
not at
thing,
all.
right?
It was really one of those things that they like. Oh, let's release one of the boss villains. Let's do the first one.
Yeah, we'll do the first boss, right? Everything will be fine. And people went nuts over, and they're like,
Step on me, vampire mama.
guys, the rest of the game is not it's not just her.
She's not even the big bad, guys.
No, but whoa, what a fantastic villain. Like, if they didn't intend for that to be the marketing point, then they caught lightning in the bottle on that one.
They did. Like, apparently it's one of those things they released a standee, and the crowd, she went in the wild.
Who can fit it through the door?
You know, you can get a lot of things done when you lay a woman on her side.
Pivot! Pivot! But no, it's been a while.
To have a low center of gravity, John.
Right? Lift with your legs. But no, it's been a lot of fun. It's only getting more fun. I'm getting to the point now where I can start like doing the stupid speedrunning tricks. Because of my overpowered, upgraded weaponry, you know, like, there's... The Magnum in that thing hits like a truck, right? And now that I don't have to worry about the extraordinarily expensive ammunition for it, it's just go time, like, 24/7. Like, Magnum, boom, 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 blowing gigantic holes in everything. There's very little that, like, still frightens me in the game.
I would imagine, you know, having a hand cannon at your beck and call.
Precisely. So it's the kind of thing that you have to be. I think you may have to be in the right kind of mindset to get as much appreciation out of future playthroughs. And it's that sort of like, man, this was really terrifying, and I respect it for what it was. And now, I'm gonna go shoot, you know, the mosquito vampire daughters directly in the face and laugh, you know, like.
Listen, John, I know that you've been attempting to lure Gotham into your home for years.
I have not been attempting to lure anybody. I am a happily married man. I don't have to lure anyone. I already got one.
The bait has done been put up.
Right.
My mistake.
I did it by being a decent person who wears a lot of black and has an affinity for skulls. That turns out that was the trick. Who are these Yahoo?
I believe those are village folk, otherwise known as the Rubes.
I am unsettled by this. Yo, what's up, man?
I'll be back.
Suppose we have to wait until midnight, but what's going on with the Children of the Corn here? Okay. I think we can meditate.
John, you have an unsettling resemblance to your character there.
Don't I though?
Yeah, I just caught that.
You know, all it would take is a job at Hot Topic and a couple of swords. Some scars and a gruff leg.
This is Texas, so you could actually walk around with swords.
True. I meditated until noon. That wasn't very helpful. There. I'm gonna sit next to the guy and
What comes next, once life subsides? Man, his own fate decides. Greetings.
talking riddles, my dude.
Just in time.
Chicken necklace.
Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear.
But no, that's something I've actually been doing with the thumbnails for this entire series, is slowly turning Geralt into me.
Help, some will be. From these, you must protect
Bit
us.
by bit. Every once in a
Evil
while, I add a
creatures
little more
keep at
brown
bay.
to his hair, or
Keep
make
at
his
bay
make his
till the
beard a
ritual's
little
done.
bit longer.
Fantasy
Begin.
Poland achieved.
Keep us from harm.
Fantasy Poland will get there.
Let them not disturb the circle.
Because there are very few games set in Fantasy Scotland, and even fewer set in Fantasy Texas. Which is
What is
probably
this
for the best.
life? Well, you know.
Yeah, I'll
What comes
I'll
next
back that.
once life subsides?
I mean, Red Dead Redemption set in the West. That's about as
Alright.
Texas as you can get, I suppose.
Set in the nebulous
Will ye
cowboy
grant
times.
these souls reprieve?
I love the fact that you could be a cowboy and a samurai, and it is historically accurate.
Oh yeah. Am I supposed to like go down
Ye
here?
who wander on the gale.
I mean, into what looks like the spirit realm?
See
Yeah,
this
kinda.
sign, gentle, pale.
Oh, it's just it's just a borrow grave. Yay!
Oh, oh no, it's these guys. Oh, what up, drowners? Oh no, a hag.
Right.
I'm being hag oiled. Eat some food, Jerry. Oh, buddy. Higher, please. Oh, mama. I need the Dark Souls more.
Something peeps. Someone near our fire creep.
That's right,
Okay,
John.
got her.
Plan your marketing strategy.
Dark Soul. Oh, that was a little bit hairier than I.
I hear. 'Tis right.
Dude, you can drop the rhyming convention. Nobody is impressed.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
No, it's on the downbeat. You have to rhyme on the down.
Tell us of your
Guys can't even
ghostly
freestyle.
woes.
You know, it's the chicken foot necklace.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's
I need to have a-
stylish.
can you play a game where they're not wearing, you know, like food as jewelry?
Who are you?
I don't know. I mean, I did it.
And home decor. Let's not forget the goats.
Yeah, no, that part we're not. That part we're not gonna do.
Away.
That's too grisly for my home decor styles.
I've come for you, patricide.
Ooh, the Peller
Begone,
killed his
foul
dad.
force. I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire.
Where are these douche noggins? We were having a moment, guy.
Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls. We must help them.
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Huh. How many times have I heard that in my life?
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You
Dude,
don't
you
know a
got
thing
one
about their
tooth and a
customs.
popped collar.
Take him and disperse the others.
Let's
Man,
go.
Like, what is the leather strap across his nose for?
Hang on a sec here. We're gonna make sure that we're properly oiled. Enhanced. Yes, please. All right.
Ye cannot break the circle.
Dark Soul. Oh, look, even the Peller's getting in on it. Damn, dude.
You, woe away. Blood has
Peller's
stained
like,
the
nah,
hand.
I'm not a sit back and wait for you to finish my fight kind of guy.
What has begun?
You're gonna catch these hands.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Do it.
Good folk,
Do it, Grandpa.
we must
Do
the
it.
eve complete. Prepare yourselves.
You're the one leading this
Ye we
cult.
select, ye we call. Enter souls.
That's
we
a
will
cult.
judge ye all.
We know it.
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
You never want to pop peeps into your ritualistic chanting. It just doesn't.
No, it doesn't sell.
Peeps.
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run.
Dude, it's wraiths. Ow, okay. Ow. Okay, we're doing fine. We're good.
They look like extras from The Wicker Man with Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage.
And the bees.
Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That
Now,
spirit they drove
now we're
away.
gonna find.
Their father's ghost, right? Threatened
Now
to
we
come
gotta
back,
find the
likely to keep his word.
biggest monster that Fantasy Poland has to throw at us.
Fears not.
A narc.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right.
Did you kill your
All right,
pops?
if I'm gonna
Yeah.
help you, I gotta know everything.
Well,
Why'd
he
you
was
kill
honest
your
about
father?
it.
Yeah, the
Peller
Pellers.
does not wish to speak of this.
And Peller ain't got much of a choice.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid. That's clear. Wraith will hold sway over
Poor
you.
Peller. He seems like a decent enough guy.
Listen, I'll send him off.
Except
I've
for,
got
you know,
to.
the
I
fratricide.
need to know
Hey,
where
Or,
he's
excuse me,
buried.
patricide.
Corpse probably
His
hasn't
dad
turned
could
to
have
dust yet.
sucked. Just
Perhaps he's gone
saying.
to the world
More
of
than
the living.
likely, everybody sort of sucks here. More than
Bruce.
likely, his dad sucked.
Lies in the swamp.
Well, of that I don't
Fine.
doubt, but
I'll
man,
find his body. See what I can do.
even the gods frown upon it.
Yeah, but they suck too. Like, oh no, the Greek gods hated patricide. Of course they did. They were also guilty of it. Like, ask Crones how he's doing these days.
And Uranus. It was a whole cycle.
Like that's one of those. That's one of those. If you're complaining about people being liberated, it's because you benefited from their oppression. That's the. Hey guys. By the way, Ixnay on the atricide pay. We don't like that. Didn't you do that? Yeah, but now we're talking about me.
But I'm different.
I'm different. Don't.
I'm still oppressing you, but
Don't
I'm
kill
like,
me.
not a dick about it.
The guy who brought you fire, still being punished, but for totally legitimate reasons this time.
Oh, so John, you said you had an activity that you wanted to speak about.
Oh yeah. I was telling you about how hang on, I gotta get on a boat. God, this thing is. Oh
Yeah, you need a boat.
yeah, boat. Yeah. So every Tuesday, we chat with my father, who's one of my favorite people. Like, he's a real good guy. Marriage and family therapist, excellent counselor, you know, whole 9 yards, all that good stuff. So we've gotten into the habit of doing that on Tuesdays, and the last one that we had, I was expressing some of the basic, you know, like, yeah, but here's some of my problems with capitalism, as I will do if you allow me to talk for any length of time. And I was like, yeah, so it seems like all the rules are kind of stacked against our entire generation, and I kind of decided that I don't want to play by them anymore. And he's like, no, that's fair. You were never supposed to play by the rules. They're bad rules, and you shouldn't do it. Which is always strange to hear from, you know, from a boomer source, where they're like, yeah, the rules suck, don't do it. Break the system, find new ways. Money's a lie, but it can be your lie. And that was extraordinarily comforting. I have to navigate around a cave and everything.
You in an archipelago?
I mean, yeah, there's a bit of a peninsula sticking out that I gotta dip around. But yeah, so we are coming up on 50 subscribers. I think there's only a couple of people watching the stream at the moment, but guys, let me tell you, 50 subscribers. This quickly blows my mind. We're still a long way off from, like, this actually, oh. We will be, Rob. We will be internet famous. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, you know, it's, it'll take me 1,000 subscribers to get YouTube to go, hey, maybe this guy's worth some money. And start putting money my way. And that's okay. We got the time for that. But more importantly, all of our guidance counselors lied to us. They all said, you know, like, oh, you got to get into college so that you can get a good job, and the job will be there, just waiting for you once you get that degree. Yeah, that wasn't true. They discouraged us from doing all of the things that we loved, from making art, from from playing games, from having fun, because it wasn't marketable. And then the internet came around, and now all of that stuff matters. All of that stuff makes money. It's really, really weird to think that, like one of the ways that I've survived since losing my job at the very beginning of the pandemic is I run games of tabletop role-playing games online, Dungeons and Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. And the fact that I'm able to do that, and not only able to do that, in a lot of cases, if I, you know, like keep up the same work rate, make more money than I was making at my government contract editing job, is astounding.
I was recently talking to someone, and I was explaining to him that the thing I find very interesting is that, you know, the government is now all in a tizzy because millennials aren't having children.
Can't afford them.
Exactly, can't afford them. And it's like, well, you know, I explained to them, like, you know, the whole issue is that the generation before has basically started accumulating wealth and pulled up the ladder after them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like, not every boomer is guilty of it, but man, they all benefit from it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, those union jobs? Yeah, they destroyed the unions after they became business owners. Oh, those, you know, the cheap college? Well, they just made it more expensive to go to college, and oh, now, by the way, you can never get rid of your college debt ever. Like,
Right.
even if you die, it has to be paid by your estate.
Yeah, the system is rigged. But it is terrifying. Like it's a terrifying idea that maybe that means that you shouldn't be a part of it, you know? Like, maybe that means that you shouldn't play their game.
Swamps kept Ambrose's
Exactly. It's like, you know, if enough people
even where the Peller
don't do this shit,
gotta incinerate it.
eventually they'll either cave and pay, you know, I don't know, a living wage,
Right.
or, you know, will tax the fuck out of them and, you know,
never
redistribute the
return again.
wealth the old-fashioned way.
1 second. I just had to burn me a bog mummy. Alright. There's a quest down here, and I'm going to go ahead and save. First things first, I'm going to save. And then I'm going to see what these guys need. But yeah, you know, like, that's what it will take. So, anytime somebody starts talking about, you know, like,
Careful, sir. A monster
you know,
prowls
oh,
the
there's
bar.
a, you know,
Enter the
like
business,
everybody wants a
never see home
revolution.
again.
It's gonna happen. The question
This monster,
is
tell me
whether
more.
or not it's going to be,
That from afar and past
whether or not
us.
it needs
Thought
to
were a
be
man at
bloody,
first. Then it turned,
or,
and
and
I
whether or
saw
not
eyes
it's already
burning like
happening.
coals and a jaw full of fangs,
Alright?
one next
The
to
revolution might already have started.
Nocturnal.
And it may have been when people realized,
First
man, I don't want to go back to my fast food job where I get
You're
abuse
about-
from customers, treated
then
like crap, I
boring
don't have
famished.
benefits.
Merrick
Nobody
and
values
Tommy
any
went
of the
looking
things
for
that I
him.
do.
Come back either, them two.
And
were feared.
they refuse to hire more people
Now
because
none dare
that means
venture
more
into the
payroll.
bog. Camp stands deserted.
You know,
Compete there.
maybe
Master, it's the best
maybe it's
soil.
already
Black
begun.
as pitch and oily.
When it
Good
comes,
for
which
fuel.
side are you going to stand on, you know?
Fascinating, but staying with the topic at hand.
I suppose this dude needs
For a
to,
fee.
Course. Why, even an ox don't pull a plow for free.
but he could. Let's haggle.
Afraid I'll
he
need
needs a
more
cup
than
of
an ox
chill.
needs.
Right.
How much are you willing to pay exactly?
Haggle for a higher reward. Choose a man that confirm my choice. I want to go for about... So give me...
That I simply do not have. Would a few crowns less satisfy you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can go to 277.
Oh, master, you value your services dear.
It's because I'm good at my
But
job,
so
my
be it.
dude.
I'll agree to that.
I own the means of production.
All right, time I got to work. Where'll I find this monster?
Start south of here.
See,
But
Simple
beware,
supply and demand.
bad
He
poxy
needs a
air
monster
hangs
killer,
over the
and,
marsh.
well, turns out
Stings your
I've got
eyes,
all the
claws
supply
at
of
your
monster
throat.
killing.
Claws so hard you could choke.
You know, it is encouraging to see a worker seizing his own capital.
Right? No exploitation here, baby. We're a free agent. But yeah, you know, like, I'll be honest. It's a terrifying prospect to try and break yourself free of the standard capitalistic system. You know, it's continually fraught with worry and anxiety, which I already had in droves. Thank you. I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. Like, I was already a nervous wreck about my continued survival. Am I getting more nervous now that I'm, you know, like, not pulling a normal paycheck, or, you know, the quote-unquote gainfully employed? Or is it like, well, I mean, I was already worried. All right. Swamp thing. What's your contract? There we go. See, I've gone the exact wrong way because I was tracking the wrong. But no, it's terrifying, but it's okay to be afraid, you know? It's okay to be afraid as long as you keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Almost 50 subscribers in. Which is faster growth than I had initially anticipated. And if it maintains this way, then it'll be a lot faster before I start getting like YouTube advertisement money than I anticipated. And that'd be super duper cool. Even break free of the capitalist selling goods and services. Well, that's commerce. There's a difference between commerce and capitalism. Commerce happens in nearly every relationship. It's whether or not you're doing so in an exploitive way, right? There's also the idea that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. The fact that if you need a phone in order to interact in a society, that phone is more than likely made via exploitive means.
Well, yeah, it's the whole system of capitalism functions on exploiting the labor of others.
Precisely.
Because you have to charge more than the labor you pay
In order
to make
to
a
turn
profit. The profit is what is in fact exploitation. It's like if you're just engaging in commerce, you know, and profit's not your driving goal, then, you know, it's a little more negotiable. And also, usually commerce is direct, so the producer's selling to the consumer direct.
Yeah. Okay, so get through this. Breaths.
You know, Fantasy Poland is much more wet than I imagined it would be.
There's an awful lot of swamplands, yeah.
It's like Fantasy Florida.
Right. Which it would be. That might be an entirely different game.
I wish I had more constructive conversation. Like, I have no idea about this game at all.
Hey, look, neither do I.
It's
okay.
all new to me. The swamp.
So I'm killing these gross murlocs. They're just zombies that are wet.
Something.
They're floaters.
Yeah, drowners. Now we can enter CSI Fantasy Poland
Guess a few individuals
in order to find clues about the things that we're going to fight. Like these here
tracks masked with magic. This is getting interesting.
So now, not only is this creature killing folks, doing with magic. We can do this. the shed. Clearly obvious on them. Stuff while we're here. I've got a potion on that allows me to hold my breath for a little longer, which is helpful, I think, in the poison gas. Oop. We got a body.
Didn't even have time to pull out his weapon. Monster must have been concealed. Surprised
him.
Guess I'm dealing with an old foglet, hiding behind an illusion.
Alright, so I have to navigate the illusions, find the foglet. Which I've killed foglets before. I forget what kind of thing they... Where was I? I was talking about I was talking about the downfall of Cap. Can you
Exploitation.
Yeah, so can you break free of it? Hard to say. I'm gonna try and I'll let you know. is the long and the short. Okay, so it is a necrophage. Ruse. Dust. And I think eventually we're all going to have to find out is the hard part. It's not a system that can sustain itself forever.
So, I think, well, in my idealized, like, I've read way too much sci-fi in my life mind, I feel that once we achieve a certain level of technology where production is not an issue, doesn't require labor, that we will break free of capitalism, but that's going to be some far off thing, probably not immediate in my lifetime or my theoretical or hyperbolic, or no, was it hypothetical, excuse me.
Yeah.
Grandchildren, as science would have to step in at that point.
Well, and here's the hard part is that we're capable of it now. Right?
Now and he's
like, so in light of all of these people refusing to go back to their fast food jobs, right? There have been places that have been like, well, we're fine, we'll pay this much, and it's an actual, honest to God, living wage. Or they're saying like, oh, well, we'll have to put on, like if the people won't work, then we'll just use robots. So this shows that you could have paid a living wage at any given time, and you decided not to because it wasn't profitable. The thing that kept you from paying people what it would require for them to actually live their lives and live with a level of comfort that they have probably never experienced, right? The thing that was keeping you from doing that... Ooh, a cutscene. The thing that was keeping you from doing that was the idea that if you didn't do that, you, as the company, could take more money. That you would be able to keep more of your profit margin because you're not paying the people that are doing the work, performing the labor. You're not paying them enough to live comfortably. Right? The idea, what a pretty boy with that exposed spine.
Oh, he's all open.
Oh, he's just precious, isn't he?
Heart on his sleeve and everything.
Right? Ooh, oh, he hit hard too. Let's Dark Souls.
I believe the term is he ain't no punk bitch.
He is not, in fact, a punk bitch. But he said that Quen... We're gonna give ourselves a shield here. And we're just gonna... Oh, he summons little add goobly goos. Makes it hard to target. Okay. Okay. But I think more offensive is the fact that is the robot argument, right? Where they say, well, if nobody wants to work, then then they're going to replace us with. They're already replacing us with robots. We knew this. The question is whether or not those robots will allow us to do less work, right?
Something I have explained to a number of McDonald's employees is that when I go into a McDonald's, I refuse to use those electronic kiosks.
Right.
I would rather use the employee, like take my order, make it. And one of them asked me one day, like, why don't you use that? It's so much faster. I'm like, because if I start using that, it eliminates the need for you.
Right.
And they're like, no. I'm like, your job is to take my order. That thing's job is to take my order. If they could replace you with that and never have to cut a paycheck again, they would.
Will. And that's the thing. They will replace, like, in a capitalist society, there is no reason for them not to replace a human laborer with a robot. There is no reason. If the robot's able to perform the function, then, like, of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, the only reason it would fail is if the consumer didn't engage in it. Right,
does not accept. Okay. Now, the other thing is, why is it, why aren't, like, all of our iPhones, right? Every single one of our iPhones is made by hand. Why aren't they using machines to do that? Because it's cheaper to use people. It is cheaper to use tiny, often in the case, children from nations where they are so desperate for the money that they cannot afford to refuse.
So, this was like maybe 5-8 years ago. I was listening to a podcast. I want to say it was This American Life. I can't really remember. It was so long ago. But they were detailing the fact that the factory that was producing a lot of American technology, because I'm not going to name a particular manufacturer because, the fear of the
right.
of retribution. They were talking about how they had to install nets on the outside of the building to catch jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so repetitive and mind-numbing that suicides were common.
And that's just part of the system, right?
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't like they were like offering these people counseling after they did it. It was just basically, hey, that's your break. Get back on the line.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Amazon's attempts to unionize. Warehouse workers go through, for lack of a better term, tremendous exploitation. But man, if you can sow class discord and convince those same warehouse workers that, hey, at least it's not flipping burgers, and they'll do the job for you. They'll prevent unionization from happening. They'll prevent collective bargaining out of a sense of maintaining some level of, like, personal pride. It's how we're built.
Yeah, so like there's like some part of my American programming didn't get installed or got corrupted early on in my childhood because I've often told my employers,
any tidings?
Money isn't a motivator for me. Like, yeah, it's nice and I'll work hard to get what I earn. But like, if you tell me like, oh, if you meet, if you just sell 5 more widgets an hour, we'll give you this much more money. I'm like, but you're still going to give me that money you promised, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll try. I'm not gonna say no to money, but it doesn't stress me out.
Show some mercy. I'll pay ye. I will.
You know, and
Pay
it's
twice the fee.
for a long
In a
time
week's time,
in
once
retail,
I've
because
paid up
that's
some of my
hell.
losses.
I was like the bane of many a manager's
This shit never changes.
day,
I
because
risk
it'd be
my
like, you
life
know,
for
if
you
you only
folk
do this,
while
I'm
you
like,
try
yeah,
to
but
swindle
I'm
me
gonna
out of
work. I'm
coin.
gonna give you the
You'll get me all
$8 an
you've got,
hour,
old-timer.
you know,
Now.
effort that you're paying for.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
what you're asking
Now
for,
get
sir. That is
lost.
what did you say? Like $5 additional? Well, that's a $13 an hour effort. You're not giving that to me.
Well, and another aspect of that is, you know, recently so all these businesses have been putting up these things that say, like, nobody wants to work anymore. Pro tip, nobody wanted to work at the beginning, right? We don't want to work. And this is I'm gonna pause it for just a moment while I extemporize on this. I'm willing to bet that if any of you guys watching this stream think back to your first job, how long did it take before you were like, oh man, I have to go to work. That sucks. I want to do anything else but go to my job. If you're from my generation, it probably didn't take too long. Because we don't want to work. We want to be productive, but we do not want to work. Nobody does. We want to be able to create things. We want to be able to follow our passions and do the things that we want to do. We want to produce. And in a lot of cases, for a lot of people, I have some friends who are very much into, like, robotics. Those guys will build robots. If you leave them alone, give them the time, and they have the resources. They'll build robots. They'll make programs. They'll build cool apps. Everything. Right? They'll do that for the love of it. And if it happens to pay, hey, great, even better. But they'll do it because they are driven to produce. And I believe that as humans, we are driven to produce. We are forced to work in order to gain the necessary things that we have to survive, in order to ensure that we're still...
Blow it up.
Hang on, I gotta blow up this... There we are. Toss a bomb there. Right, the morning of the first day of the first job, you didn't want to go back there. Why would you? You're doing stuff that you don't want to do, but they give you money for it. And that's the thing, you need that money. I fully believe... I fully believe that that the importance that we as a culture place on money is the biggest, most detrimental lie that we as a culture have been sold. Ultimately, that shouldn't be what matters, and it's heartbreaking to me that in so many cases it often is. It's how we judge people's relative value. You know, look at all of the people that we're supposed to admire simply on the fact that they have lots of money. So Jeff Bezos makes $150,000 every minute. What's he going to do with that money? Is he going to help make society better? We've got people starving in this country. Is he going to use any of that money in order to actually improve society? He's going to sit on it like a dragon. He's just going to hoard it because it defines his self-worth. Guys like Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates has more money than he knows what to do with. And you'll see these articles that that do things like, oh look, isn't it cute how Bill Gates doesn't know how much things cost? No. That is not cute. That's not cute at all. I think that's incredibly telling. Of course he doesn't know how much things cost. Money has become an abstract to him. You know, for him, $1,000 is, oh yeah, I've got plenty of thousands of dollars. For the rest of us, $1,000 is often the difference between life and death. $1,000 could change the lives of a lot of people I know. It could change my life pretty handily. It would take tremendous amounts of stress off of me. Because we have to continually worry about how we're going to survive, how we're going to maintain our housing, our food, you know, our utilities, all of the things that we use to generate more money so that we can continue to ensure our own survival. I don't think that's the way that it's supposed to be. And I think that there are better ways, but we have to be able to use our imaginations and realize that there's something better, and we'll eventually have to do the hardest part, which is actually getting organized enough to change it. But yeah, I mean, like Rob, you asked earlier, I can't look at the chat right now because I'm fighting a whole bunch of wet Zambos. You asked earlier, wouldn't the robots pay for themselves? Yeah, eventually, and that's why. I mean, the big thing is, A, there's a lot of startup cost involved in the installation of said robots, and B, there will always need to be a technician for them. Right? Bill Gates does a whole lot of philanthropy. Yes, he does. That philanthropy allows him to avoid paying taxes on the absolute shitload of money. Right? So if I've got $50 million, and I can survive off of $5 million, which all of us can, and I then drop $45 million into a charity fund that I owe, or that I own, I can continue to get the benefits from that $45 million and not have to pay taxes on it because I'm donating to a charity. Now, here's the other kicker. Like, all of the... Whoa, this is not... He's wearing candy, and that worries me. There's a witch somewhere around here. Gingerbread. We got a hag, y'all. Oh, there's the ladies of the wood quest. Follow the trail of treats in my Witcher set. I should go back. Okay. We're gonna do a little loop-de-loop, guys, because I should go back to Fike Island and now let's go mess with these Crones. Like you ask, like, wouldn't the machines pay for themselves? Yeah, but it would require money from the startup. And if you've worked with any kind of high-tech machinery, there's always a technician, right? Like, if you work with a sufficient enough copier, you're going to have to keep money in your budget for somebody to come and repair that copier when it inevitably breaks. At my old job, we had a copier that broke down, and it cost us thousands of dollars as a company to get a guy to come out and, like, poke around and flip the right switches. There's always somebody who has to fix and interact with the machines. Now here's the thing. The people that are in charge of making the decisions, do we replace our workforce with machines? They have the numbers. They know exactly when it becomes more profitable to replace people with machines. The fact that they haven't doesn't speak to the lack of profitability of the machines, it speaks to the continued exploitation possible to get out of a human workforce. Humans will work for less because they need to survive. That's the system that we've built. And yeah, you know, again, Bill Gates does a lot of philanthropy. I don't trust it. Because when the...
Stole a hunk of meat.
Oh, who's this creepy kid?
Gave him a lick
Don't
Cooked and
take it,
bloody
Gretel.
mounty, stripped the skin off clean. Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen."
This is not normal.
Shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire. Gonna roast him
Listen, the kids are cooking old ladies. It's not
The
normal.
kindlings. Thee!
Interesting
Hey,
rhyme.
spooky kids.
Don't know you. Go away.
What is with the children of the... what are y'all doing in the
What are you
swamp?
doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans.
It's got a point.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a.
You looks like a witch yourself.
Yeah, we're orphans. There's a war.
There's a
That's
war.
what war makes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Can't go in the bog.
you're right.
Gran don't let us.
You're right.
When my brother Zemek went missing, Gran said it was because he went in the woods and got lost.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that kid's got a
Gran
brain
cried an
and a
awful
mouth.
lot after that.
It's gonna be a heavy one today, my guys. We're talking class consciousness, failures of capitalism, human exploitation, and war orphans. So finger guns away while we still can.
Ain't no lassies here.
What am I?
You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once when the army was
Awesome.
here,
It's a
he
pack of
said,
swamp
"Find them
orphans,
lassies
and
in the
they're
woods.
idiots.
They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits. And it's torturing the poor lads. That's what he said.
Wow.
All right. This girl is in
Listen,
trouble.
The girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here.
There's only frogs. And snakes.
And Johnny.
And
What's
who?
this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you? Wearing swords like a bandit.
I'm not a bandit. I'm a manager at the Hot Topic.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the more in some furry shat.
What's your
Listen,
language?
they're
They
either
tell
those kids are
tales and
eating
tales,
strangers or
naught
Gran
but
is feeding them
tales.
strangers.
Yep.
Either way, it's
The entire
they're good.
thing
These kids.
is
they're filled with
Friends,
pyrons.
Gran's good to us. Gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
They've got
Let's
like
get lost in
spongiform
the woods.
diseases.
I miss him. Seen him in the woods. No one has.
Yeah, but going back to the earlier topic of conversation.
Are you one of the
acquisition.
witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Which? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor
No,
owl, and not one wart on me nose.
rest assured
But a
that
pretty
Bill Gates'
nose,
philanthropy
see?
never hurts his
Gran's got a
bottom
lovely
line.
beak.
Oh, you don't.
That's the thing with having enough money at any
kids
given
are
point.
so sweet.
You stop worrying about
Just
having
talking to the
money.
kids.
It becomes
Ask them if they've
an
seen a young woman.
abstract
Oh, I
concept to
was a
you. It just
lovely
becomes
young
another thing that you
woman.
can use to
Wore
make
a
more
long,
money.
beautiful braid my mummy did up for me.
now, throughout the
Had
pandemic,
dresses with flowers on them.
The
Maybe you've seen her.
the wealthiest people
Young,
in this nation have
ashen
gotten
hair.
trillions of
You're
dollars
betrothed.
richer.
Daughter, actually.
'Cause they don't have to work the same way that people have to
Dear
work.
sweet little daughter and her sister. Where are
Their,
they now?
their wealth is
Maybe they've come to some harm.
numbers on a spreadsheet that someone else moves around. Daughter, my sweet little daughter. Hey now,
A bit of help, please. A young, ashen-haired
look,
woman.
guys, I'm just
asking
here
you
to get
know
my
if you've seen
daughter.
her.
Like, I
What are you
just
looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
would you
Won't
wash your
learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, "Wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you."
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You,
He's the kid I
Be
like
gone.
least.
be gone.
Oh, he's the one that's talking the most, so I
That's
understand.
why. Yeah. These kids are gonna get.
What's a stranger doing here?
Whoa! A fighter!
And if anything, I'm an eldritch nice man. Okay. Go to the hut and talk to the boys. This must be John. But yeah, it's hard to break out of a system that runs everything around you, right? The problem with determining that you're no longer going to play the game of capitalism is that once you determine that, the game gets very angry. It doesn't like not being played. And there's an awful lot of societal pressure to play the game. Again, it's how most people manage to give their lives a sense of meaning and worth. And the hardest part for me is kind of accepting, yeah, I will probably be, at the very least, poor, if not broke, for the foreseeable future. That's worrying. But not so worrying that I won't do it.
Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
It's better
Not
than
allowed. It's
better than
not
kicking
allowed.
the can, you know, down the street and just being
Gran
like,
don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
you're gonna
Just tell
find
me
this
where I can
made up
find
Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
Find a way to lure Gran from the hut.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's
Right.
just him who's pals with Johnny. They
At
pick
the moment,
mushrooms and hunt
Dash does
snails.
rule everything around
Brad
us.
says Johnny's made up.
Money is power. But I've they pick mushrooms and hunt snakes. Good Gran says.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like
Cash
him.
only rules everything
Why do you
around
say
us
he's
because we
made up?
continue to allow it to rule everything around us.
Gran knows lots.
Now, it's a lot easier.
Does your
It's a lot
Gran
easier
treat you
said
right?
than done
She ever hurt
than to break
When
a
we're bad, she cries.
like the cultural reliance on money that predates our birth. But it is possible. And
The boy who plays with
the
Johnny.
trickiest thing about it is that
Brett,
everybody
you're
tells us,
stupid. Sat his
not
bare bum on
to
an
do
anthill
it.
once. But yeah,
you
he
know,
plays with Johnny.
you have to make
Don't listen to
you have
Gran
to
who
make
goes in the
money
woods,
or
and then he's got to have a time
or
out.
you're worthless.
Snails, yeah.
I
The
log
girl I
option.
mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your Gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right.
And trust the
But you gotta do
white-haired
something
stranger.
for us too. Play hide and seek.
Hey,
never
you're a
lose.
white-haired stranger.
I know. I'll play hide and seek with a bunch of
Let's
creepy
play.
kids.
You hide.
Man,
but if
John,
I
that's how
find
you end up in
have
an
to help
oven.
me talk to
Right.
the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks he'll find us easy.
Me teeth never hid from the black ones.
No looking.
That's
and remember to
racist.
count out loud. All your fingers, toes too.
I think I'll win.
One,
I think I'll win because I have enhanced senses and Witcher cat eyes. So
18, 19, 20.
21.
Ready or not, here I come.
All right. Now it's CSI Fantasy Poland. Find the missing or find the hidden children. Yeah, it's a tough thing. It is hard mentally to break yourself out of a reliance on money as the way to define yourself. But that doesn't mean that it can't be done. Oh, there, can I? Or is that just the kid's side? Alright, this is back. Child up on that roof.
I can see you.
Found me.
Hidden in the bushes. One down. Free to go. But yeah, I mean, like going back to something I said earlier, there's also no ethical consumption under capitalism, which is the hard part. Part of the realization of the kind of like insidiousness of the system is locked key. Okay. Is realizing how widespread it is and how it will fight every effort for you to break away from it. You have to get rid of the sense of guilt while simultaneously found one. You have to be able to shed the sense of guilt while simultaneously not shedding a sense of responsibility. And you try to do what is ethically best in order to alright, kid in here. Get to the end. You have to make decisions.
I can see you.
Gotcha.
How'd you find me?
You have to make ethical decisions based upon the ideals and morals that you have determined are important to you. And if one of those is doing so in the way that leads to less exploitation, then in my opinion you're on the right kind of track. You know, try to support companies that take better care of their workers, or support groups that argue for workers' rights and labor unions. Do that instead of just being like, well, this is the new thing, but I hear that the conditions that the people work under are pretty atrocious. But what are you gonna do? Well, don't buy that phone. It is a very hard kind of deal. Most importantly, and one of the things that is find him? No, I already found him. One of the things that I do is I try to put what money I do have where my mouth is. I try to help out. I try to help out people in my community that need direct assistance, and that often is an organizational huddle or an organizational hurdle. It's often very tricky to determine how to best help people with the limited resources that I have. But by gum, I make a go of it, and that effort means something. At least to me, and certainly to all of the people that I have ostensibly helped out. If you aid somebody in a direct fashion, it matters to them.
No one left hiding.
Gotcha.
You're a wizard, right? Gonna show us some tricks when we get to the cottage.
I will light all of you on fire
talk about your
accidentally.
promise. Found you all. Now you gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we?
Yeah, but all of those organizations. It also bears noting that I am, as I lope ever onward towards.
Run! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse.
Mind your language. This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Come!
As I lurch further and further towards old age. Yeah, as I slouch toward Bethlehem, waiting to be born.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Well, I actually have to step away, John. I'm sorry. I have
no
to
problem, brother.
address the dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing
They
this.
are free. They're free of capitalism.
Yes.
Why are you
Yeah.
scared?
But I
to
think
tell me?
they are under the
I'm not
impression it's
scared of
a
nothing.
canine dictatorship,
You're
and
all
I
scared of
am the
something.
laboring class.
That's
told me
fair.
about Johnny
Well, yeah,
otherwise.
take care of them.
I'm worried about
Your
Johnny.
little furry bourgeoisie.
Don't come round no more.
I'm still doing this for another hour, so if you have the time to come back, I'll still be here.
He saw his
Yes, sir.
book.
Bye, John.
Gran
take it easy,
yelled at
Felipe.
me. Said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then
Surprisingly
kids
heavy
will listen.
subject matter tonight, my
She
guys.
worries about
But
Johnny
you know,
too.
it's important.
She
It's
says
important to
he's
think
made
about.
up.
Thing is, it's really easy for
Where
us
are
to
you and
get
your friend's parents.
to get
Dad's
distracted. And
some
if I'm
sort
being thoroughly frank
of
and honest with
killed.
myself,
Like
a lot
mine.
of the purpose of these streams
One
is
day,
distraction.
He went out at dawn
Right?
to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then.
The purpose of games in general
was
is to
coming out.
alleviate
I heard the yells.
alleviate a lot of the crushing pressure that we feel in our daily struggles to survive.
Up and hid in the bushes near the woods.
That's why I decided that when I was going to
And the soldiers laugh.
poor kid is having a time.
Lay my pot down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum.
It's all right. That's enough.
Tell me
I
what
just
your
want to
imagine
talk to Johnny.
is.
He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said
found a clue,
he saw
y'all.
a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
No, when I decided to
find
recontextualize
There's a little meadow
my daily
on the edge
struggle
of the
to
swamp.
survive,
Strange tree grows there.
I realized that I had spent so
Around.
long
You'll see him.
not having fun.
Thank you.
So I decided to do something that gives me joy as I do this, as I try and maybe even help other people recontextualize what they go through day by day. I'm gonna have fun while I do it. I'm gonna play games that I missed out on while I was being the quote-unquote responsible adult. So here we are now. Oh, we got wet murlocs. Guard up, Jerry. Oof.
If Johnny's real, he must leave prints.
But speaking of, when I'm not, when I'm not on stream, when I'm not consuming more leftist content than is perhaps probably healthy, but it's good. It's a good way to expand one's worldview is to listen to other opinions from people who are honestly more educated on the subject than I am, and come from a much different sense of background. Give ourselves a little shield. Switch to Igni, because these do not like fire. What I do in my quote-unquote off time is I write. I think I've always wanted to be in some form or fashion an author. So I'm working on a bunch of stuff, just like just like a bunch of other unemployed white guys. Working on the standard novel. Do all that stuff, but I am producing. I am making art. And even if nobody ever reads it, I'm creating something that has meaning to me. I paint miniatures for no other purpose than I just enjoy the process of doing it. And I'm not very good at it, but I have a good time doing it. And When it's done, I have a little tiny knife-wielding football man that I can be proud of. Oh, aren't you just the most adorable thing?
Don't be afraid.
Look, as long as you don't go for my throat, I'm not going to hurt you.
You're a bucka? A Luton?
These are your words.
A godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her?
His eyes move weirdly.
Tell me everything, from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me.
Awful lot there, my guy.
What's wrong? Can't talk?
Did we just take your tongue? See, this is where it gets tricky. Now we have to figure out.
Can I help you somehow?
Tell me what part of the quest I have to do in order to get you to restore the voice. Do it through the language of interpretive dance.
Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
No, not really. Alright, spooky kid, let's go.
Damn it.
Hang on a sec there, weird guy. I gotta... Dark Souls. Parkour. Okay.
Stay close to me.
Jerry Two Swords here has to be one of the least healthy people around, just because of his insistence on eating mostly raw meat. Pick the stuff first.
This the place? Let me look around. Something's on the ledge.
Oh no,
Something
climbing.
that'll get you your voice back?
We once again meet the toughest boss in the Witcher game. Janky climbing mechanics. Alright. Okay, kid. Yep. First things first, let's punch on something. There we go, a little trail. Good enough. There we go. Alright. Up we go. Run and jump. Yeah. Well, I pulled my sword out, so there's something here. Oh. Oh. Harpies. Hey. No, ladies. I got you to land, haha. I feel kind of bad about it. They've got beautiful plumage. But they did come at me.
Maybe he meant this bottle.
I forget if fall damage is a thing, but we'll just slide right. Alright, weird kid.
Here.
Put it back.
Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the pontar.
Done celebrating?
You good, dude? Help me out here, man.
Life without savouring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you,
Is it?
Miss Noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favors?
I would because of your alliteration.
I'm looking for a young ashen-haired.
If you're gonna use the word banal, yeah, I'm gonna haggle with you.
Remember it as if it
You
were
have an English
yesterday.
degree.
Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious.
This game is so bizarre.
Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's hut. Quick as if the Crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
No. Okay, let's
I've been
see
to
if
the
we can't
village
get
in
some
the
more
swamp,
information
met a
about
woman who might
Graham.
have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
How dare she?
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
You know, despite every single ounce of my judgment, I like this
What do you
weird
know
little
about
guy.
the Crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel.
You know what, Johnny?
Vindictive. Not to be
You're
crossed.
okay.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty.
Yeah, so hopefully I didn't drive too many people off with my extended
this
rant
land and its
against
folk in their own
capitalism,
way.
but, you know.
Supposedly they always
For those of you
keep
that
their
stuck
word.
around, hey,
You must be careful
thanks.
what you
I
ask
appreciate
for.
you hanging out, I really do.
Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mind.
Alright, so we're dealing with some straight up night
She
hag
ran
kind
off
of
toward
stuff.
the orphanage. Kids could know something. Or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no boy.
There we go.
Come with me.
Mutual aid. Yeah. Otherwise, things have been going pretty well for me. It's been a decently fun weekend and week. That sounds like some kind of... Okay, okay. Nope, 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 nope. I don't have time for this, Google Alerts. Hang on one sec. Alright. There we go. Fire on everybody. Alright. Hag down. She's the most dangerous one. Get them boots. Okay, J-Man, let's go. J-Man is is also the nickname that my brother. Yeah, Johnny's got a promising career as a freestyle rapper.
The 33 thieves thought they drove the throne throughout Thursday.
But yeah, things have been going well, you know. The struggle continues, but it doesn't have to be all unpleasant. We can afford to actually have fun and find joy in our lives.
Good. It's clear. Not a crone in sight.
All right, so we get to hear this kid's singing voice.
That oughta calm her.
Jerry Two Swords.
Little Johnny softly gazing, fire waning.
Jerry Two Swords hides behind the corner is like,
spark jumped out
all
and
right, listen to this kid's weird
"Listen,
song.
I've a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
This cheeky little.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
Yeah, what up?
Can you take me to the Crones?
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
That's to.
No,
That's to. For
she's
my
not
daughter.
allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't
Oh,
even
the
fuss about
leverage
my
is
stolen
on.
voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His last
Especially
missing.
during potty
Perhaps
time.
the ladies can help find her, eh?
Especially.
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny,
Ah, progress.
come with me.
Give him a fist bump. We're cool. You and me, J-Man. We're all right. Ooh. Freshly strung up bats.
Johnny's a good lad, though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies.
Uh-oh.
Ladies lovely, with power o'er all, beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and
The ritual space here has a lot of wax-covered skulls. Probably. Let's see. A lot of mummified ravens. Whoop.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
The spoop is in.
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Balls to the wall.
He's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
If she's shapely, what does it matter?
It matters.
Matters to me.
I believe we've hit a nerve. He's bubbling like well-fed yeast. Oh, that's how I like him.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Only bears.
Hard times
Only
are
bears.
upon us, white-haired one.
Bears are terrifying.
Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever.
For the love. There.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren.
Chrome keeps throwing me recommendations for subreddits that I do not care about. I'm like,
and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power surface down Warren, destroy the beast.
Dark power? You need a knight errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
Yeah, you need a
The
knight errant.
Alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
Let's get a little more info.
What for?
When the alderman sees this dagger, he'll know we sent you.
Oh, a token. Yeah, sure.
I'll talk
It's
to
a
the
deal.
alderman,
Let's go.
but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
Young man. Ladies.
And you,
Ladies.
White One,
Ladies,
return
stop.
only once you've completed the task.
We good?
Oh,
You
your
good,
mistress,
Jane?
right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger.
Ooh, she got the fear in her.
The dagger. For you. Lady told me to give it you. Here it is. The dagger.
Yeah, you're dealing with a whole coven, guys. A gathering of
Place the alderman's
crones.
payment on the stone.
Dangerous stuff.
Stone bear. Stone shear. Stone nose. Stone ears.
Wow. Hey, I hit level 11. Oh, my evening for the vampire. I will be reading. First, we're going to loot this house of all of the available, Hey, you got a basement there? Yeah, let's go poke around the basement real quick. Oh my. This is, some dead folks in your basement, lady, just, in case you aren't aware. You're probably aware. See, that would be a good thing. Okay, ladder. Haha. Maybe in the future, before I jump down into any dark, dark pits in a hag adjacent dwelling, maybe I should double check the status of ladders. Just, you know, for future me to worry about. Okay, so, alderman. We gotta go talk to an alderman about a thing. But first, we're gonna fast travel. Go to the signpost. And we're gonna fast travel back to Bike Isle, so that we can finish our business with the Peller. Cool guy that he is. All right. Pop up our world map. Nope. Quests. Ladies of the Wood. Okay. Read the Ladies of the Wood. Find the crown. Secondary quest. Forefathers Eve. Talk to the Peller. Ooh, why is the Peller so far away? You, my dude. Oh, black bow. Okay, so go back to our fast travel doobly doo. Warp to black bow instead. Ah. Fast travel to black bow. Black bow. Pow. All right. Shouldn't have called the horse. We only got 141. Walking is always honest, and it's about just as fast. So we'll need to repair my stuff here. Maybe hit one of the merchants and pull off all of these weird things I done bought. What up, princess? A pet of the goat. He's a good goat. Princess and I have a history. Hey, I burned your dad's body.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or
And
remedies
what's
you
up
ever
with the ritual?
For
You
the
gonna
nothing
try
will
that
happen
again?
from-
With, like, your mob of people? Not sounding good there, my guy.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Yep.
Help with what?
You know,
With the dead
stuff,
that come a haunting,
things,
peace must
ghosts,
be made.
erectile
But they must
dysfunction.
then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off the Pella can.
A pretty
If
cool
I
guy.
needed, say,
He's working for the
love
community.
potion.
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could
Show
use
me
a few
what you've
potion
got.
ingredients. Show me what you got.
Bear fat. A lot of... Buy that. We'll buy that. Arachnid leather. Need bear fat. Buy out his... Make sure he doesn't have their recipes that... Oof, not for us, we don't. Picnic. And the runestones and glyphs I should be able to find along the way. Alchemy stuff that... Okay. Crafting. Should be good then. A foot auction, increasing leather. Taking damage raises damage resistance up to an upper limit for the remainder of the fight. That might actually be pretty useful. Tom said he doesn't use decoctions very much. Kapow! Make Petrie's filter. Good one. Okay. Cool. We've done some stuff. Hybrid oil. With Elementia first. Oil. Bison. Maybe that guy. Grass. Yo, my dude, you got any bison grass? Doesn't look like Mindstone cards. Optimater. Allspice though. That's a mandrake root. Yeah, looks like we're out of luck on bison grass this time, but maybe some other. Okay. Peace out, my dude.
So long.
White Gull and Northern Wind. New things that... I'm not trying to attack. Let's see what that White Gull. Decoctions. White Roughards. Immediately restores a potion of vitality. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. We need a Necker heart. 4 of them. So, we're gonna get that. It's a health potion, you guys. We like health potions. Boy, howdy, dude. Hey, you're not using this, are you? Take that goat hide. Alright, my guy. Thanks for all your ghost help. Quests. Let's go back to the Ladies of the Wood. Alright, so we're going to run back to a, double check our world map, we're going to run back to a fast travel spot. That'd be southeast down in Blackbow. We're going to talk to the blacksmith and get our stuff repaired. And then we're going to rock down to Electric Avenue and go confront these cronies. Out and down the water. What was that? Dude just snarl at me? Go ahead and save. I keep hitting the wrong button to bring that up because Resident Evil controls. Yep. Okay. Whatever was snarling, it was either that guard or it's down here. Either way, we're gonna wreck it. Yeah, I know the feel, dude. The feel. Alright. Signpost. Okay, there's that. And, Crookback Bog is the best place, and then we just head north. Easy peasy. The easiest of peasiest. We just gotta, you know, truck through this poisonous swamp. Yeah, that's not a problem. That's everything's fine. Everything is totally handy dandy. We ain't scared of no poisons. We're big, strong, swordy mans. Plus, that dried fruit that we ate a while ago is, oh, I forgot to get my stuff, prepared. That's okay. That's okay. I'm certain that we'll be able to do so here in a bit. Maybe Down Warren has a blacksmith. They've got a message board, so we've got that. Just grab everything off of there. Take a look at this. The inhabitants of the villages of Downwarren and Lindenvale. Okay. Nothing says Imperial Countenance. Forced conscription. And using that cup. All good. Good. Yeah. Got a merchant. That's something. Get ourselves some alchemist powder. So many different loot points. Gnomish prankings. Rub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak into cotton twine, place in a new lamp of greenish hue, and set said lamp betwixt an eager crowd. Forsooth, they shall swear that a dog's head they behold, and it will be no sorcery, but good betide. Alright. Witchers, not quite the devils you thought. Good. 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 Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I met the vampires in Beauclair. He introduced himself to me as Regis and said he was a barber and a medic. Since he looked in every aspect like a mortal man, I might never even have suspected his true nature, had not a fire broken out shortly thereafter in the establishment in which we were residing. This Regis stood completely untouched by the flames, whereas my own clothing quickly caught fire. Sounds like a stand-up guy. The vast family contains both mindless catacons, fleeters, and echimeras, who in form resemble overgrown bats far more than humans, as well as alps and brujae, who look remarkably like comely maids. In addition to these, there are even more powerful higher vampires, to which genus belonged my unexpected. Cool. There are vampires. Ooh. We're not paid. Suck the cock. Got all sorts of cool stuff. Oh, that's why. Everyone was asleep. Huh? Yep. Oh, these folks are glad to see me, and I'm not used to it. How terrifying would it be, though, to like you wake up and there's some dude like going through your liquor cabinet, just like, hey, here to hunt monsters. Y'all cool? Y'all cool? Cool. Goose! Goose! Y'all, we are in danger. There are geese here. I don't trust the geese. Yo, my dude.
Freshly curdled milk. Eggs straight from the coop. Nary a trace of shit on them.
Good selling point, my guy.
Show me what you sell.
Ooh. A cool looking sword, but does less damage. The free some good stuff. Buy it for 5. 5? Only got 100. Buy any of my junk? Yeah. Silver pantaloon. Buy some old goat hides, a couple of mugs. I haven't read that. That's rotting flesh. Alright, we're running this dude pretty low. I'm gonna stock a coin. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. Double check, make sure he doesn't have anything super duper necessary. Nope. Nope. Mostly the stuff that I sold. Peace out, my good shirtless dude.
Bloody Baron's called what he is, 'cause he's a gurgles demon blood every morn.
Gurgles. Gargles?
You look awful.
Hey, hey. Bring chicken yourself. Alright.
Mum said if I'm good, she'll send me on the trail of treats.
Greetings.
Hey, what's up, guy? Bothering the villagers.
Nice village.
You come here
Why,
often?
A real pearl of the swamps.
If you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Mutual aid.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Hey, I know. I don't belong to anyone.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I don't belong to no one.
Problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient
Nobody
power.
except Yennefer.
An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return.
Y'all been
Under the
cooking some
tree on
curry
the
all
whispering
day.
hillock they lie.
I'm excited for it.
Unburied
Gonna be
all. Fathers,
real
sons, daughters, and
potatoes,
mothers.
onions, carrots, whole night.
Folk are afeared to move them.
You tell
We
him
must
this
go
is the
there.
point in a man's
Dark
life where he's
powers
like,
must
I'm
be
nearing
cast
40.
off.
This curry is the most exciting thing that's happening. More details,
Need
please.
more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for
okay.
straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now's a wonder.
A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned.
We got some
The
kind of
ground
tree
beneath the
monster.
weeds is white with human bones.
Some sort of shambling
Ladies of the Wood
mound.
don't know what this power is.
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folks stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches.
I'm sure they love that.
But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Ever, my guy. But before I do that, a couple things I gotta do. We're gonna have to do a little fast travel and get our stuff repaired now that it's daytime. We'll just go. There's a guy there. Okay. Whither went our blacksmith? World map. Blacksmith. A little bit further south. Cool, cool, cool. Alright.
Wild hunt, take them all.
Yeah?
Oi.
Special order weapons too.
Do politicians murder high-class prostitutes? Course.
I like you already, my dude.
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
Show me what you've got. Out of our Kermit, I'll buy that map, thank you. Okay, let's see what else. Some diagrams. I mean, that's a better steel sword than I've got. But, oh, crap. Repair, please. I'd like for you to repair all equipped. Yeah, that's fine. And then, let's sell. See what we can sell. It'll get me 112. Yeah, I mean, it's cool and I like it, but there. Oh, I think I'm gonna stick with my Novigrad. We're gonna hang on to that just cause it sells for an awful lot, though. We're gonna wait until Tom's able to get back on and actually like weigh in on that mess. Okay. We can sell this though. We can sell this. We can sell this. All without worrying. I don't even know how for Ellen axe. Kind of cool, but that would replace my crossbow, right? Can you throw axes? I don't know. Armor piercing plus 37% armor piercing. Tempting. More damage. Who's on the Igni intensity? You know what? We got 1,000 gold. Why not? That one's armor piercing. Oh, and I just bought. All right. Thanks, my guy. Fare thee well. And let's go on ahead and swap. No. Inventory, come on. There we go. Okay. And that is, I think, where we are going to call it for the evening. I need to use the restroom. You know what? Nah, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to use the facilities, and when we get back, even more Witcher. I'm going to grab myself some curry. We're going to have a good time. This is stream number 10. We're going to keep on going until I decide that I'm done. So, hang tight for a second. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, we are back. We've got curry cooling in a bowl between us. Let's go find out what's killing villagers from Down Warren. I hope that everybody else has had a wonderful weekend as we careen into another week. Yeah. Let's go back here. Hope that everybody has had a hope that everybody's weekend was restful. I hope that you got everything that you wanted out of it. We actually started making plans to reach the finish line, to fulfill the dream that I've had since this pandemic sort of actually started settling in. And we're starting to make plans to actually go get Korean barbecue with friends. And it's glorious.
Looks like rain.
It does look like rain. Very astute, Jerry Two Swords. It does look like rain. Oh.
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
He knows whence I come, you guys.
A voice from within the tree.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Dude. This looks like a job for beast oil. And beast oil. All right. Oh, one shot in these wolves. Now, come on. Come on. I ain't scared of nothing. Alright. Got a little layer thing over here, so. A werewolf? Oh, dip. Let's put that away and put this out.
Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. The powers will not relent.
Ooh, oh. There, castle. Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted to.
Show yourself. I want to talk.
Come on, buddy.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Gained an ability point and my Quen. Is it Quen or Igni? My Igni sign is intense. Ooh, I use that. Speaking of, let's go on ahead. Another. I would like to upgrade this ability, please. Go ahead and upgrade it all the way. Go! Okay. Nearby, huh? Knock knock. Hey, boys. The dudes. Maybe there's a cave. There was a cave back here that might. What we're aiming. Yeah, here we go. Let's find out what's with this cave.
Kid.
I initially felt a little bit bad for possibly killing that werewolf, because, like, we didn't talk or anything, you know. He could have just been a guy going through some stuff. But kill a kid, you lose all sympathy from me. 22 swords is not down for that. Come on, Joe, jump. Start placing. This way? There we are. Oh, there's something big over there. I can't tell if it liked that or didn't like that. Punch it, Gerald. Punch it. Oh, no. Okay. If that's the case, then we'll just go the long way around. Blades from the bits. Catch up. Yeah, I don't know that the werewolf did it. The werewolf, again, may have just been a guy, but he was pretty aggro, so...
Why have you come?
You're killing
I
people.
feel this blood. Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
I saw women, children even, lying dead on this hill. Did they want to destroy
What are you?
To nature, to the forest and earth, all death is alike. Every death is equal. I cry. I will. None listens.
Oh. I'm here now.
I abandoned my circle, where I kept the
Oh, druid ghost.
The Crones
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Aggro too, if you saw a Hot Topic manager run up and be like, "This sword's made of silver!"
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over.
I mean, it's a fair cop. What would you know about the Crones?
Must know the Crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human flesh.
So do a bunch of my ex-girlfriends. What's your point?
Crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
So, why was I attacked by wolves?
This is my prison.
I can let you out of it, my guy.
Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
I deal with you. Second guys, pulling myself a beverage to go with this delicious curry. Alright. Murderous sisters, the Crones, killed his body, now his soul. You claim that I can free you.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so.
I was not always a grub, my guy.
Fetters of magic. I wonder an emphasis. Allowance of thieves. The children.
Delicious curry.
I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please.
I don't know if I trust this giant cancerous thing.
A gullible unchained. I shall see them. Only I can.
You know, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature.
It was the whole all deaths are the same to nature thing that did it. No, man. Kids. Dark Souls. Come on, Jerry. Look, man, you can throw as many bugs at me as you want. Ah, haunted woods. Okay. Pick up our bug loot. Pick the flowers. Go report back to the older man. Oh, we got some good mushroom. Right. Gary. Focus your camera, my guy. Got this. That was a weird worm. Oh, it was the tree leaves leaving. Okay, cool. Alright.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
I mean, we already did, but why not? Who killed our town werewolf?
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings.
How'd ye dispel this evil?
Fire.
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No.
I do something, it stays done.
The Crones, or the Ladies of the Wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
Oh, that's shady. Oh. Oh. Okay, Van Gogh.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna go wreck their shop, too.
Woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on. Our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em.
This dude's hardcore.
No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's.
Oof.
He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Oofa, oofa. Alright. I got some hunting boots, too. Yeah, and hunting gauntlets. Ladies. The pictures do not do you ladies justice.
man. He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
Well, this is terrifying.
Bring it, not ogle it.
Oh. Yeah. These ones gotta go.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I have to kill.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
He belongs to no crone.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve.
She bears the mark. She is ours.
I like the creepy undertone
It is
is a
another
cool
woman
effect.
who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand the poor thing.
The collar's an interesting mechanical.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Not convincing.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Forward to fighting these crones.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything,
Tell him,
exactly as
Jerry.
it happened.
Tell him.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Oh, I bet this is a series.
We knew someone special was alive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would
For rusticy,
glimpse her
eh?
likeness, a mirage in a puddle. She came from the lower swamp.
Oh, poor Siri.
We knew not at first it was
Only
her
has
the
one sword.
omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The sown seed that will burst into flame.
Ooh, she's huge.
She fell into our hands.
Oh, I apologize for the digital neep north.
Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress.
No. Stay away from my daughter's blood. Creepy. I don't like it.
Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
No, that is no. Do not eat my daughter.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Capital H him. Ooh.
Emlyrith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
Oh, I gotta take it to these ladies.
Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Here you're coming.
Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Okay, so Siri dipped. Imlareth, is that the leader of the wild? Whoa, whoa, hey, hey. Oh, so this is just escape, huh? Okay, woo-hoo. Alright, we're, running, but apparently not in the right way. Oh, good lord. Yeah, let's load the most recent save. Those things hit hard. Okay. Try this again. Can't do signs this year. I can only really dodge. Oh. I think I just gotta kind of point myself in the direction and... Okay, I've got towards those things? Ow, ow, no, we're just, we's going. We are just straight dipping out of the bog. Oh, he's hot on our trail, though. Spooky horse. This dude from the Wild Hunter from Niflheim. Either way, that's metal as hell. Sometime later. Whoa. Root! Root, why have you betrayed me?
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that.
Her eyes weirded me out, y'all.
Such a shame she fled.
Okay. Do we want to do this now?
You tried to kill her. Can't forgive you for that.
Waste of words.
Yeah. Yeah. Waste of words.
Our fates are bound true. But now is not the time for that to bear fruit.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage.
I'm coming for you, Granny Pomegranate.
If you find her, if the girl will die, you see.
Nope.
Handsome knight.
Nope. Nope. 3 kinds of nope. Okay. Well, found the Baron's wife, y'all. Yay. We did it. Okay. Okay. Progress on family matters. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so I think that is a good time. I wanted to fight the hags. I mean, I don't want to fight the hags, but I feel a moral and ethical imperative to fight the hags. They are fattening those kids up for the purpose of eating. They did try to eat my adoptive daughter. There's nothing good about them, so... Okay. We're gonna go back to Crow's Perch. We're gonna fill the Baron in.
You, white one, think your 2 swords could take on 40?
I think I could take you, pal. I think that once I got done with you, I think I'd only have 39 left. So yeah, so we're gonna save it real quick and go tell the Baron. Okay. We're gonna go chatter with the Baron and tell Chet.
Witcher.
Hey, dude. We're gonna go chat with the Baron and tell him what's what, and then hopefully next time we'll get to go take it to those hags, because the suggestive spreading of the severed legs that got to me. Like, no, no, not cool. All right. This will be the last thing that we do for this evening's stream.
Time to water the horses.
Get ready for my wife to get home. What's up, guys?
Pam param, pam pam param.
I agree, I guess. Yo, Baron. Found your wife. It ain't good.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith?
I
Where
did.
is she?
It was
Why have you
literally
not
the first
returned
thing I
with
said to you.
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions.
I'm not going to trade her from one gross sense of ownership to another gross sense of ownership.
That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core?
Yeah.
A base
Yeah, I
bastard,
do.
don't
I had to
you?
punch you while this place was burning
You
down.
believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
You're missing a tooth because of me, buddy. Hmm.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
We'll go slightly
Yet,
politic.
Looking at you, I see contempt.
Yeah.
Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Oh, trust me, my dude. All right, fine. Let's hear it.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
See how fast before we call this dude out on his toxic masculinity bullshit.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd
The Florence Nightingale syndrome.
asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war.
So, still not hearing how it's anybody's fault but yours.
Comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers.
Hello, darling.
While
Finishing
Anna
up in
sat
just a
alone
little
with
while.
the babe
Welcome
for
home.
months.
Curry on the stove.
Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole.
Dog's bunghole is an
damn
interesting
it?
insult.
One tussle in the hay, I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind.
Well, May should have communicated more.
For years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote
that she didn't love me. You're going about it the wrong way, dude. You're still trying to possess somebody.
Liquor and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse.
Colorful turn of phrase.
Went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him...
Yeah, still not engendering any sympathy from me, my guy.
Something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
That's a different way that I was an asshole.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing.
Yeah, but you're the good guy in all this.
It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had
you
no
lost.
means. Things changed.
You lost.
They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times
I guess I get to
apologized? How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought? She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference. Broken at times.
Dude, you had to sleep at some point, like...
And my bouts of drunkenness.
Fortunate to still be alive now.
Cannot fathom how we survived those years. But we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
I mean, it seems screwed up. You know what?
Got only yourself to blame, I think. Leaving her to fend for herself.
How was I not to? I was a soldier. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
Always.
Ah, sod it all. I see all my prattlings for naught. You won't bring Anna home, I know that. Will you betray to me how she landed in that bloody swamp?
She made a pact with the Crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child. A
Your
child
league,
she didn't
buddy.
want to bear. Went to the Crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the Crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her. Tethers that cause great pain when
Hey,
tested.
propaganda.
The guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare. Sounds like some jest. We must get her out. Can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place.
For
inherently,
you.
and I
We
think those
ain't
Crones
doing
are
nothing,
quicker than
Chuckles.
anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men.
Nope.
Go there and
Nope
retrieve
on the last one. You ain't gonna fuck it up more, my deal.
We had a deal. I've done my part.
Give me my money and I'll go fix the problem. But not for you.
Now what did I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Have to play as the Baron now?
Right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth!
Stick it, move. Woo. Ooh. Aha, can't catch me. On land. Land. Oh, land. Wow. Basilisk or a cockatrice? Rock and roll, girl. Okay. Get to the top of the tower and rescue the Baron. We are going to save it there and pick that up next time. Alright, so next Monday, we continue series story. We got a Basilisk to save and a Bloody Baron and Bastard to quote-unquote rescue. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know that you could be spending your time doing anything else, but you chose to hang out here, and that really does mean a lot to me. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. We're getting closer and closer to our goal. Keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing some announcement videos. We're going to be doing some cool giveaways, thanks to some very generous friends of mine. It's going to be super duper awesome. But also make sure to hit the notification button down below so that when I do other streams this week, there's a series of games that I just picked up on sale on Steam that people have been telling me that I need to play. The Alan Wake series is now downloaded, so make sure to get on that. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful night, and thanks for hanging out. Be kind to people out there. Remember that your value is not what's in your pocketbook. What you do. It's in your actions. And be good out there. Be good to each other. I'll see you guys next time.